Hi, I'm Brittany Hagen, your instructor for 298. This video is dedicated to the introduction letter that will be due at the end of this week. So I'm going to go over the assignment description, share with you a sample, and then show you how to upload that when you're completed with it. So the introduction letter assignment description, and I always like to include a description so you know exactly how that assignment looks and how it's broken down into pieces. So the due date is listed on the syllabi, so make sure you pay attention to that. And the purpose of this assignment is to introduce yourself to your teacher. So before you go out into the field for those 13 general education hours and those 2 special ed education hours, you're going to introduce yourself to those teachers. You're going to send them by email this letter. And this letter is 5 parts. I've taught elementary ed, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, and we teach writing letters all the time. And a letter has 5 parts. So you're going to have a heading, a greeting, a body, a closing, and then your signature at the end. So there's 3 different paragraphs that I want you to write for this letter. You may write more if you'd like, but I want you to write at least 3. So the first paragraph, I want you to introduce yourself and mentioning your educational background, kind of give that teacher a peek at what to expect of you and your history and your background working with students, and then what you hope to learn from this course. So why are you participating in this field experience? And not just because my teacher told me I had to, but other goals and hopes and dreams that you have for that field experience. Second paragraph there should be dedicated to how you've worked with children in the past, so that we want your teacher that you're observing to know that you have experience working with children and that you're comfortable with that. And the last paragraph, please just make sure that you thank that cooperating teacher for letting you come into their classroom and telling them how much that internship and those observation hours mean to you as a future educator. Let me show you a sample of what that would look like. We'll head back out to Moodle and I'll show you that example that's posted there. So it says the introduction letter sample. And the sample was written to mimic the expectations exactly. So it's got the heading, the greeting, the body, the closure, and the signature as well. So make sure that you include your first and last name, your address, your city, state, your zip, and today's date. Usually in a formal letter you would include the information of the teacher or the person that you're writing this letter to, so you can certainly put that information there if you know it as well instead of your own. The date that you're going to send that letter, and you're going to address the teacher, and this just, like I said, the first paragraph talks about their background in education, the second paragraph talks about this person's experience working with children, and the third just thanks them for letting them participate in this experience. And then it's signed, so it's the closing and then the signature. So make sure that you get all of that information on there as well. So there's just a sample of what that looks like for the introduction letter. Remember, you receive 15 points, I believe it is, for completing it. So there's no rubric associated with it. It's just 15 points if you complete it and 15 points, or 0 points if you do not. And then you're actually going to upload it to Moodle. So once you complete that sample letter, you're going to click on the upload box, and you should be able, mine's going to look different because I'm an instructor, but you're going to be able to upload that to Moodle as well. And that's due by Saturday at midnight. Please email me if you have any questions. Thank you.